Hello, and welcome to the self-paced training on note-taking, what's important. Okay, so the objective for this training is that participants will be able to identify the most important information to include in their notes. So if you want instructions on how to do this training yourself, you can click the black box and it will open up a video on how to use Pear Deck. I will not be doing that now, though. How do you normally take notes? I normally take notes by writing down the most important information. Why take notes? Taking notes helps you learn. First, it gives you a record of what you learned to look back on later. You can use your notes to review information or to study for an exam. Secondly, it helps you organize your thoughts. As you write notes, you make conscious decisions about how to organize information. You choose which information to include. Taking notes is an active learning skill that helps you learn even if you never look at your notes again. In your own words, why is it important to take notes? Okay, so it helps me learn and it helps me organize my thoughts. When should I take notes? Students often take notes in school. Professionals cannot stop taking notes, however. You should take notes during important meetings, while attending webinars, at conferences, and when doing research. You can take notes when listening to a lecture, watching a video, or reading a text. You should only take notes when it is useful for you. You do not need to copy everything the teacher writes on the board. You do not need to copy entire paragraphs into your notebook. Don't waste your time writing a lot of information, especially if you can obtain a copy of presentation slides or a PDF of text. You should only take notes on the most important information. Only when it is important. During webinars, while reading, watching videos, and attending lectures. What should I include in my notes? You should only include the most important information in your notes. Copying everything the lecturer or presenter says will not help you learn, and your hand will be very tired. When you take notes, it's important to actively think about what information is most important. Some things you should include in your notes are main ideas, topic sentences, or subpoints, key phrases, and content area terms. You may want to take more notes on topics that are difficult for you to understand and fewer notes on topics you know well. Okay. Only the most important information, main ideas, topic sentences, key phrases, that type of thing. Main ideas. A main idea is a statement about the central message of a text or presentation. It is always a good idea to write main ideas in your notes. They are very important. You may want to write them in big letters, place them at the top of a page, or underline them. In presentations and videos, main ideas are often noted in titles or large font. In texts, main ideas can be found in the abstract or introduction. When you include main ideas in your notes, you should write it in your own words. If you copy an idea word for word, you do not have to think about it. When you write a main topic in your own words, you ensure that you understand the topic. You're an active learner. Okay, main idea. What is the main idea of this text? Okay, I think it's that one. And I am correct. Topic sentences and subpoints are often very closely related to the main idea of a text or presentation. In written text, topic sentences are often the first sentence of each paragraph. In presentations, subpoints are often included as titles of slides. You should include them in your notes as well. You can highlight the importance of topic sentences and subpoints by setting them apart from other notes or underlining them. Often, topic sentences and subpoints make good headings that help you organize your notes. If a topic sentence or subpoint is very long, you can shorten it by summarizing or paraphrasing what the original author wrote. So this one. Key phrases. When you are taking notes, you only want to include information that is helpful for you as the learner. You can often summarize important information in key phrases. Instead of copying down detailed sentences, you can choose the most important words of the sentence. They will express the same ideas as a sentence, but with fewer words. Long sentence with lots of detail would take a long time to write down, so you should summarize. Becomes summarize. Key phrases include only the most important words of a sentence. In your notes, you should organize key phrases under the subtopic they are related to. The example above is only one way to take notes. If you choose another method, that is fine. Just remember to keep everything organized. According to recent studies, the placebo effect often accounts for 90% of the positive results of this medication. There we go. And I am correct. Content area terms. You should also include important terms in your notes, especially if they are new words for you. Remember, a term might include more than one word. You should know what specific content-related words mean so that you can use them when you have written about or talk about what you have learned. You should write and define any new context-specific terms in your notes, either as part of your notes or in a separate vocabulary section. When you include important terms in your notes, you should mark them so that they are easy to find. You can highlight them or underline them. This will help them stand out from the rest of the words. You should also include a definition of the term so you don't have to look it up multiple times. So, socioeconomic status. What's important? You have the final decision of what to include in your notes. You should only write down things that are new or important to you. You should actively think about what you write in your notes instead of copying down everything the teacher says. Some ideas of things you should include are main ideas, topic sentences, key phrases, and content area terms. Okay. How easy, difficult was this training? Neutral. How satisfied were you with this training? I'll just put neutral. Okay, the end. Okay, and these are the references.